Coming to you from the corner with the radiator, it's day 8 and it's time for a quick strike! Hello and welcome to the Dohyo here on Mr. JWags channel. We are mid-May basho and it is time for a quick strike. A quick tapa-sized amuse-bouche of an episode that we release mid-basho to keep us hungry for more sumo. But please, if you have not watched through day 8 of the May tournament, please stop. Watch through day 8 because spoilers abound from here on out. Watch through day 8 and then return to us. Okay, so this quick strike has been a little bit delayed, but I'm sort of glad we waited because a lot has shaken out already. First of all, we have a bunch of Kyujo that has already happened. Not only do we have defending champion Takeru Fuji and Asanoyama out, they were out before the tournament, but we also have, as predicted, Terunofuji and Takakeisho were out after day 1. Takayasu went out, and now he's coming back. He beat Onosato, was like, I need to take a few days off. And then he came back. Just yesterday, Kirishima and Wakamoto Haru went Kyujo. So this means Kirishima is going to be Ozeki Wake next tournament, and we're going to have Takakeisho be Kataban. We're going to talk a lot about that in the recap. And today, it sort of looked like Takayumi and Tsurugisho didn't look too great getting off the Dohyo. So we could have even more Kyujo in the near future, not even mentioning Hakuoho and Juryo. There's a lot of Kyujo carnage in this tournament. So functionally, this means our top 15 wrestlers doesn't go from Yokozuna down to Maegashira 4. It means we have 4 Sanyaku members who are healthy and still fighting, and it means the Joy is now going down to Maegashira 6 West with Midori Fuji. So with so few Sanyaku members, we would expect the Sanyaku to be tearing it up. No, actually not. We have 2 guys on the leaderboard, and only one of them is Sanyaku, and in fact, it's his very first time. Our 2 leaders at 7-1 are Komasubi Onosato and Maegashira 16 Takara Fuji. Okay, now, Takara Fuji, loving that. He has not faced any Sanyaku yet, and he's sort of coming back up from Juryo. So I'm just hoping he stays healthy, and we get 10 wins out of him. We've seen him sort of do really, really well at the top of a tournament before, and fade when he's been promoted rather aggressively. I do not expect Takara Fuji to be on the leaderboard 4 days from now, but hey, best of luck to him, and I'm glad he looks to be rocketing towards his Kachikoshi. Onosato, okay, I thought he was going to have maybe 1 tournament to adjust to the Sanyaku. Well, apparently there are not that many Sanyaku left for him to face, and he just seems to be clearing the field at the top of the Banzuke. Now, he only lost to Takayasu. He's been clearing his way through the rest of the Sanyaku, including a victory over Terunofuji on day 1. The question is who is he going to face for the next 7 matches? As a Komusubi, he's already faced most of the tough people he's going to be able to face. Only Abi and Hoshoryu are left in the Sanyaku for him to face. So, once we get past that, who's next? He's facing Hirado Umi today at Maegashira 2, and then Gonoyama, and then after that, Ura. He's going to be having to reach pretty far down the Banzuke to get opponents for the 2nd week. So that tells me the only thing keeping Onosato from his first Yusho is the mind game. Will he be able to stay focused and keep the nerves at bay? Let's see who can put dirt on Onosato. And we have a bunch of people just 1 win down at 6-2, starting with Ozeki Kotozakura, no longer Kotonowaka, Maegashira 1 Daisho, Maegashira 4 and channel favorite Ura! Maegashira 7 and possibly hurt Mitakeyumi, and Maegashira 10 Shonan no Umi. So Kotozakura has looked actually very good, much better than anyone else at Ozeki has this tournament. A little disappointed with the Ozeki. He is 6-2. He has faced Onosato and lost, and like Onosato, the only people left for him to face in the Sanyaku are Hoshoryu and Abi. So a lot is going to rest on those guys' shoulders down at 5-3. Daisho is in a slightly different place in that he has faced all available Sanyaku, so from here on out, he will also be facing mostly Maegashira. So Daisho has the potential to have an excellent 2nd week, as well as I think he is going to be favored in every single match he has down the stretch. Of course, the main difference between Onosato and Daisho is their styles of play, and Daisho being an extreme pusher thruster has a little bit more variability in his game, and I would expect him to have a little more chance of a weird loss down the stretch than Onosato. That plus Onosato already having a 1-win advantage. Ura had such a great start. He started 6-0 and then faced 2 Ozeki and promptly lost. Now, I love Ura. I think he is a high Maegashira, true talent level wrestler. I just don't think he has the talent to stay up and like really hang with the Sanyaku peeps. But hey, like if Takeru Fuji and Abi can win Yusho, I mean, Ura could win a Yusho here. Now, Ura, like Daisho, has a lot of variance in his sumo in that he's a bit of a wild card, so I don't see him going on a huge streak to end this, but I would love to see Ura end with double-digit wins, but I'm not super optimistic. Former Ozeki and former champion Matakeumi looked really, really good in the first week. Did not do so well today versus Shonan Noumi. I mean, he won, but then he got up limping. Ooh, a little worried about that. But if he ends up coming back strong, I mean, we know Matakeumi has the skill to win a Yusho. It's just that I don't think this one's going to be it. And as I just mentioned, Maegashira 10, Shonan Noumi, as predicted, doing very well this far down in the Banzuke. I see him as more, as like I said about Ura, like a high Maegashira type guy, so I expect him to finish strong, but he has not yet faced any Sanyaku or any like truly strong opponents yet. I expect, as in his recent sumo, if he gets promoted strongly down the stretch, he will not do incredibly well, but I expect him to finish with over 10 wins at this point. We have a bunch of guys at 5 and 3. Hoshodyu and Abi are the Sanyaku members there. Now they have an outside shot to work their way back in. Hoshodyu has been really disappointing. Yusho pick. Yay. No, he's still losing a bunch of matches in the first week. He really needs to be winning if he is going to be considered anything near a Yokozuna threat. So a little disappointed in him. Abi has been doing pretty well this tournament, but I generally expect Abi to fit between 6 and 9 wins in the Sanyaku. I expected him to be on the lower side this time, but he's looking good, and he's probably going to get his Kachikoshi this time. So any stability we can have in the Sanyaku at this point is great. Going down to Juryo, where we apparently have a 4-way scrum for the title. We are being led by former Makuuchi mainstay, Juryo 3 Endo, who has gone 8-0 to start. Endo has not looked good in Makuuchi the past few tournaments, but he has apparently found the fountain of youth down here in Juryo, already getting his Kachikoshi in 8 days. I would expect him to be coming up in the next tournament, failing catastrophic injury at this point. Knocking on the wood. And then at 7-1 behind him, we have Juryo 6, Waka Takakage, Juryo 11, Shimano Umi, and Juryo debutant, Juryo 12, Onokatsu. I would love it if Onokatsu could make it up in his debut and win. I mean, we've been having a lot of that recently, but I think the veterans are going to win out on this one, and I'm still hoping for Waka Takakage. So yeah, it looks like the Juryo race is going to be exciting down the stretch as well. Thank you everyone for being patient and waiting for this quick strike. We're going to try to get another one in around day 12, so stay tuned for that. And of course, like and subscribe to the channel so you catch all of our amazing episodes, including the May recap, which will be up after the episode. All right, everyone, stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and I will see you next time on the Dohyo.